Your brain is not broken. Your anxiety is not a flaw. But what if I told you that the same system designed to protect you is actually holding you hostage? What if your fear isn't the villain, but a bodyguard that never learned when to back off? Tonight, we're not just talking about anxiety. We're exposing how it takes control, why it feels impossible to escape, and most importantly, how you can break free. Anxiety is weird. It's like that overprotective friend who means well but absolutely ruins your life. It started out as a survival mechanism. Our ancestors needed that rush of adrenaline to dodge saber-toothed tigers. But now, that same system kicks in when we have to send an email or make a phone call. Biologically speaking, anxiety is just our brain reacting to uncertainty, unpredictability, and a perceived loss of control. And sure, a little bit of it is actually helpful. It keeps us sharp, helps us focus, and can even boost performance. But when anxiety overstays its welcome and starts messing with daily life, we're no longer talking about a helpful nudge. We're talking about an unwelcome intruder that refuses to leave. That's where anxiety disorders come in, with their various flavors of misery. Generalized anxiety disorder is like having a browser with 500 tabs open, all running worst-case scenarios. Panic disorder is the jump scare of mental health, ambushing you with sudden, intense waves of fear that make you feel like you're dying. Social anxiety turns every interaction into a psychological minefield, making something as simple as ordering coffee feel like a high-stakes performance. And then there are the phobias, obsessive-compulsive tendencies, and post-traumatic stress, each with their own unique brand of chaos. At the root of all this is our brain's alarm system, the amygdala. Think of it as an overzealous security guard who sees danger everywhere. The moment it senses a threat, real or imagined, it triggers the release of stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, sending your body into full fight-or-flight mode. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain that's supposed to calm things down, tries to intervene, but in anxious brains, that connection is often weak. The result? Your body is stuck in a loop of overreacting to harmless situations. Over time, anxiety rewires your brain, making fear the default setting. It also doesn't help that neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, the brain's natural chill pills, can be out of balance, amplifying the problem. And anxiety doesn't just live in your head, it seeps into everything. It disrupts sleep, messes with digestion, tenses up muscles, and makes basic tasks feel like impossible challenges. It can push people into unhealthy coping mechanisms, avoiding situations, over-relying on reassurance, or numbing the stress with substances. It strains relationships, fuels procrastination, and even convinces people they're failures when, in reality, they're just fighting an invisible battle 24/7. But here's the good news. Anxiety isn't unbeatable. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, teaches you how to outsmart your anxious brain, challenging distorted thoughts and gradually exposing yourself to fear until it loses its grip. Medication, like SSRIs, can also help by regulating serotonin levels, making things feel a little less overwhelming. And beyond therapy and meds, lifestyle shifts matter. Exercise, mindfulness, deep breathing, a decent sleep schedule. All of these can help retrain your nervous system. Support systems are also key. Anxiety thrives in isolation, so having people who understand, whether it's friends, family, or a therapist, can make all the difference. The catch? Reassurance is a double-edged sword. While it's great to feel supported, too much reassurance can reinforce anxious thought patterns, making you more dependent on external validation. The goal isn't to erase anxiety completely. Fear is part of being human, but you can learn to live with it in a way that doesn't let it control you. It's about building resilience, challenging anxious thoughts, and taking back the wheel. Anxiety might always whisper doubts in your ear, but it doesn't get to dictate your life's direction. I'll leave you to discuss in the comments about what's a situation that always triggers your anxiety, no matter how many times you've been through it. How does it feel each time, and have you found any ways to cope? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.